understand. Some liability, we understand. People in this category not all do the fighting for you. Don't come trying to destroy this great cause. And if you're trying to sabotage this great movement, you will be held accountable. Just like the current president of that shithole gutter country called Nigeria. Tinubu crime is catching up on him. He can't even visit United States of America for now, until otherwise. Because he commits crime. Because he is an evil man. He's a very, very dangerous man. And very soon, Shatima as well will not even be able to visit United States of America. He can probably visit all those terrorist states, those countries that sponsor terrorists and harbor terrorists, like Qatar. The funny thing is that the same countries that sponsor terrorists, some of them, Tinubu and Chetima can't even go there. Biafra is here. A lot is happening. I think we have 2 meetings, one on the 3rd and one on the 10th that was just tweeted this evening. And there is other meetings that are not even tweeted yet, not even yet in public. Not everything will be in public because of national security. And at the same time, you don't play all your cards so that your enemy will not take advantage of that over you. Biafra is here. Washington, D.C. is getting the message. And Nigeria will be weakened day by day. A lot of more sanction is coming from the United States of America. Very soon, October, very soon, it will be in public. If you love yourself, love Biafra. If you love yourself, love your neighbor. If you love yourself, love your fellow citizens. Just imagine your fellow citizens, your fellow Biafrans are being massacred day by day by this terrorist country called Nigeria that have integrated Boko Haram, ISIS, ISWAP into their military. Nigerian military is infiltrated. Nigerian military, over 99% are terrorists. A beautiful, great meeting that was held on the 3rd with the chairman, congressman, chairman of the Foreign Affairs was a good one. We talked a lot, we discussed a lot, but some sensitive issue that cannot be in public. But I must tell you, they are not happy with Nigeria. Nigeria is a failed state. 21 years ago here, United States of America, I came across somebody who told me 21 years ago that Nigeria is a failed state. It's playing out day by day. Why is it among all countries of the world, every country is slamming Nigeria with sanction? Over 90% of the countries of the world don't want to do no business with that shit who got that country. A country that nothing work. In a matter of few days, we will release more meeting We have a lot of meaningful meeting these past days, and we learn a lot, and we preach the gospel of Biafra to the beautiful congressmen and women of the United States of America, the great lawmakers. Congress make the laws that govern this world because US lead. Every member of United States of America Congress, I always appreciate them. I always tell them the importance of the role they have to play in this global community. Every decision any member of United States of America Congress made can impact this world positively or negative. We appreciate all the members of the Congress we have had meetings with so far, and they are all on our side. None of them is happy with what Nigerian terrorist state is doing. After my meeting yesterday, this congresswoman shook her head. Nigeria is not a country. Those that still believe in Nigeria, a former president, Goodluck Jonathan, if you don't know, Goodluck Jonathan served as a vice president and also a president. He said, Nigeria is not a country. It is coming from the horse mouth. Somebody who have championed that shithole country called Nigeria. Somebody who at the time is the #1 citizen of that terrorist country. He said Nigeria is not a country. It's just a major geographical expression. Now Nigeria is created by the Britain, the company of the British government. To favor the Britain, not to favor you, not to make your life better. That is why they don't care. That is why they will come to worry and make the oil in worry. They don't even care about the environment. They destroy everywhere while they are making us dry. That is why they will come to Calabar. They will come to Oji River and destroy the entire community while they are taking your resources. They don't care about you. My fellow citizens, we Biafrans, the question is this. Do Biafra life matters? Do we care about ourselves? We know a lot of Biafrans have been sold out. We know a lot of Biafrans have been bought over by this terrorist country. Nigeria can go to any length. They have bought a lot of UN members. They have seed everywhere. A corrupt country, that is what they are known of. But we will destroy Nigeria from abroad. We will drag Nigeria to the mud. Nigeria is collapsing day by day. And in a matter of few days, we'll be having a congressional hearing. First ever congressional hearing. We all come across several videos of how hearing look like. A few months ago, I had the opportunity to attend one of the hearings where Nigeria was designated as country of particular concern. If you have all watched that video, that is how the hearing is going to look like. And the topic of this hearing is about Biafra. not about Nigeria, not about talking about Ukraine, not about talking about any other country. Nigeria. This hearing is for Biafra. The hearing specifically is about Biafra. It's about talking about Biafra, not about talking about Nigeria. What we'll be talking about Nigeria is how Nigeria are killing the Biafran people. We'll be exposing the atrocity of Nigeria towards the Biafran people. It's going to be one of a kind. And remember, members of Congress, they are not 10 in number, not 20 in number, not 100 in number, not 200 in number. Members of Congress is over 500. Wherever 1, 2, 3 of members of Congress gathered, they represent the entire Congress. It will be live stream, and Congress request to record it. Yes, that is how big it is. We have limited numbers of people, Biafrans, to attend. If you are attending, you in United States of America or Canada, please kindly contact your rep. Not that very day, we have thousands of Biafra where you will not be able to come in or be admitted. We need to know if you are coming. We just have few days to go. Every Biafrans, those that are traveling from across the state, kindly be in Washington on the 17th if you can. The address of the venue is displayed to those that are coming, that won't be made public yet, because there's too many saboteurs, too many evil people. Biafra is here. Those that are still doubting, can't you see that our God has given us Biafra? We need to grab our freedom and do the needful, do what is right. If you're one of those that are sabotaging this great cause, repent. I got a phone call yesterday. I'm not going to say the name of this man, and I don't want to cuss him out. It is somebody who play and follow the other side. Those are trying to destroy our freedom. He play and follow NGOZI and her team. Yesterday, this man denied, just like a Peter, denied Jesus Christ 3 times. He denied that he never part of our basic cabinet. He denied over and over again. I don't want to mention his name, please. Oh my God. Wonder shall never end. Oh my God. Wonder. This man denied. Even be about how this happened, that happened. That he been neutral.
APM, is it the fear of lawsuit that is making some people to deny or avoid it?
No, but now apart from that, the truth, day by day is becoming clearer and clearer. Who is working for Biafra? Since after our declaration, NGOZI and her group, what have they brought to the table? How far have they carried the Biafran people to? Where and where? How much have they created awareness? Is it the other group, the fallen angels of Imam Mado, Chairman, EKOM, Bryce in EKOM, some another bunch of people that don't know what they're doing? After they said that whatever what is that again? That they expunge PM. Expunge where? It's expunge to where? Who is their leader? What have they done? For how many months? This bunch of horrors. But you can see the handwriting on the wall. Right after our declaration, 6 January, we have been having series of meetings, making things happen from Washington, D.C. Our great seer, the Biafran prophet Mazin Namdekan, he made it clear that Washington, D.C., that there's a light at the tunnel. There's a light coming from Washington. Washington has a big role to play in recognizing Biafra. Our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ebodi said, and he's playing out. This week I have had 2 meetings already. Last week I have meetings. It's all about Biafra we talk about. Biafra is here. If you are still doubting, is it the other group that sold our leader Mazin Namdekan? How much awareness have they created? I don't even know where they are going. I saw there's a video, Honorable Minister of Information, play earlier. Honorable Minister, that video you play, is that in US or in Europe?
No, that was the video in 2023 when they protested in Finland to go and submit a petition against our Prime Minister, telling Finland to stop him from getting Biafra.
Where are all these saboteurs now? I hope, I pray that they will repent. I pray that they will do the right thing. But if they don't, the land of Biafra will swallow every saboteur. The land of Biafra is not happy with all these evil people. Because Biafrans have been killed, massacred in millions. Biafrans have been displayed. Some now live in IDP camp. It's heartbreaking that you still find some people that are fighting, working against Biafra in our midst. They cannot stop our freedom. Our freedom is here. We will fight, we will fight, we will do everything humanly possible for us to be free. If this great cause is all I fight for, before I die, so be it. It gave me joy to fight for my people. It gave me joy to fight for humanity. It gave me joy to fight for freedom. Chairman of the Judiciary Committee, Jim Jordan, last year he called me a freedom fighter. When I introduced myself, after that he said, no, I'm a freedom fighter. I'm doing the work of God. Because God is God of justice. God is a lovable God. And remember what our Creator taught us to love our neighbor, to love ourselves, to show love for humanity. Because of that love, That is why we must fight to protect our fellow citizens. That is why we must fight to make sure Biafra is not annihilated from the surface of the earth. That is why we fight to make sure we protect all Biafran citizens. And we also extend our hand of fellowship to our neighbors. We come in peace. We expect you, our neighbor, to come in peace. If you don't come in peace, if you come to kill Biafran people, we will deal with you. If you come to take our life, we will deal with you. We are loving people. We are God-fearing people. It breaks my heart that we still have some Biafrans that can't see. We still have some Biafrans that have ear, they don't hear. They have eyes, some have eyes, they can't see nothing. In the history of our freedom, how many times have you seen pictures coming from Washington with members of this beautiful country, members of Congress? I respect them a lot because they're doing a hell of work for humanity. Our cause for Biafra is bipartisan. All the Republicans and the Democrats, we have meeting with both. And both parties will come together to recognize Biafra. The first time I met with Speaker of the House, the wonderful man, Speaker Mike Johnson, he said, this cause is bipartisan. Meaning it's not just Republican that will help us, or just Democrats. Yes. That is why we Biafrans cherish them and respect them. And for them to accept our invitation to come to their offices. We have been inside. I'm not talking about outside. We have been inside several senators' office, both senators and Congress, inside the office. I don't know if you know what it is for a senator of the United States of America to allow you have meeting with him in his office. It's an honor. It's a privilege they are giving to Biafra people. It's not their job to free us. It's our duty, we Biafrans, to fight for our freedom. It's not their job to give us our freedom. It's Biafran responsibility. It's the job of the Biafran people to fight for their freedom. But for them to accept to help, for them to accept to work to help us towards our freedom, we appreciate them. It's not their fault that we find ourselves in that shithole contraption called Nigeria. They did not cause it. And we don't blame them for it. We appreciate the United States of America, the step they have taken so far. We say thank you, the leader of the free world. And we expect them to do more. Do you all know what it is for United States of America Congress to allow you or to allow we Biafrans to use any of the room? Do you know what it is? Do you know the process to get a green light? We are talking about the leader of this free world. Governments that rule the world, whether you like it or not. And we Biafrans recognize United States of America as the leader of this free world. No doubt about it. My fellow citizens, if you all know what God has done for us, all these people sabotaging this movement, you will drop your sword and follow those that are doing the right thing. Not like NGOZI or Abeze, deceiving Biafrans with a useless whistle. What will that whistle do for Biafra? Please, I'm using this opportunity to talk to Biafrans in the homeland. Please, don't be a victim of this woman. It is a set-up. It is a set-up. Please, if you come across the whistle, trash that whistle. We are talking about how Biafran will be recognized, how the world will talk about us, know who we are, hear our story, come to our aid while we are fighting to free ourselves. One lunatic is talking about whistle. Deceiving Biafrans since how many months now? This is September. Remember, this evil woman also promised Biafrans before the end of this year that Biafrans will be flying from United States of America and Europe to Biafra land, that she's negotiating airline that will take Biafrans from Europe. We have how many months to go? Please don't be part of that airline that will take you to destruction. Don't be part of that airline that will fly you back to Abuja, to the zoo called Nigeria, for your destruction. Maybe literally she was just saying that she will mislead a lot of people into destruction. Please, if you have not planned your way to this great occasion in few days' time, kindly do that. Let's make history, and at the same time, we are fighting for our great nation. I believe after the 18th, a lot of Biafrans will start to appreciate those that are pioneering this great cause. After the 18th, a lot of Biafra will start to appreciate our leader, Mazi Nandekan, and our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Eba, who initiate the cause with the lobbies to Washington, D.C. After the 18th, a lot of Biafrans will start to appreciate the United States of America and the road they play so far. Please, it's time that we all come together to support this great cause. Our land is bleeding. The terrorist country called Nigeria and the Islamic jihadist terrorists, Boko Haram, ISWAP, Al-Qaeda, Al-Shabaab, and others, they are in Biafra land, looking for Biafrans to kill, looking for who will be their next victim. And it is our job. It is the job of the de facto government and the BDF in the homeland to make sure they repel and chase out these monsters, blood-sucking demons that left wherever they come from, whether Sahel, North Nigeria, or wherever, to a land that don't belong to them, to kill the indigenes of Biafra land and to take our land. If you're a Biafran, you are not fighting for your people, you need to ask yourself a question. And very soon, a very big, beautiful bill is coming. That bill will sanction a hell out of Nigeria, and all the politicians will be in trouble as well. Obiana, that live in Georgia, he better start packing. Either he disappear from the state of America, or he will be in jail. All of them, evil people that have killed Biafrans, that have taken the life of innocent people that do no one harm. All of them will be held accountable. A few days from now, we'll be having the first ever Biafra hearing in Washington, D.C. Yesterday, after my hearing, me and our wonderful lobby, Elias, we went to see the room where we'll be having the hearing. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. I'm like, wow. In a few days, we'll make history while we are fighting for our freedom. We expect Biafrans, the genuine ones, not the saboteurs. Because the saboteurs might come, want to cause problem. And remember, if you don't come in peace, we are talking about Washington, D.C. If you come to disrupt what we are doing, you find yourself in jail. So if you one of those that want to participate, come in peace, and you will be welcome in peace. If you don't come in peace, you will be welcome in pieces. I met with chairman of foreign affairs. We discussed a lot. And I also enlightened him and let him know this arm deal, if Nigeria succeed in purchasing arms from the United States of America, the arm will land in the hand of the terrorists, Boko Haram. And he said, I say yes. I really appreciate the chairman. Yeah, I really appreciate him. He look at me and say, yes, this arm will land in the hand of Boko Haram. I believe that he knew the co-founder of Boko Haram is Shetima. I let him know too that. Did he know that the co-founder of Boko Haram is the vice president of Nigeria? He said, I say yes. We destroy Nigeria from Washington, shit your country. God punish them. It's good. I love what I'm doing. I love the fight I'm fighting for Biafra. This is the best thing that I ever. It's good that I'm so proud of. Yes. This is what you call a selfless service. Service that gives joy. You'll be happy that you are working not just for yourself, but we are working for humanity.
We will soon start, Biafrans. Just
like what the chairman
extra 10 minutes. I will not play on, so we start.
Last year, he said, I'm doing the work of God. I can't forget that. Yes. I really appreciate the members of the Congress. Whenever I have meeting with them, it boosts my morale. Their response is overwhelming. It tells that they don't condone nonsense. It tells that they don't support terrorism. They don't support killings from all these terrorists. They don't. I really appreciate Congressman Brian Must. We have a lot of conversation. Yes. And I also appreciate we have some other meetings that's not yet in public yet. So I don't want to go there until we make it public. But I must confess to let you know that Biafra is here. It's in our hand. We just have to grab it. We are waiting for United States of America to hand over our freedom to us. We Biafrans are joking. We have to show seriousness. We have to show that we are ready to be free. We have to make some noise. And please, for Biafrans that are not patient, we urge you to be patient. Washington, D.C., you have to be patient with them. They have their hands full. Remember, the whole world at large come to Washington for help. Even Finland that is there, Muslim showing themselves, they also come to Washington the way we are going to Washington. You all can see some pictures coming out of Washington whenever the president or the prime minister of Finland visit. Washington, D.C., there is a process. Things go accordingly. We remember a few months ago, the delegate from Somaliland told Washington the same way we do to go to Washington. We saw a lot of pictures coming from there. Actually, I don't want to mention the name yet. I have a senator that I just met with. I remind the senator as well about similar proposal that was put in, on the table about the Somaliland. That I hope he will start working on Biafra on too. He look at me, I say yes. Biafra is here. We just have to let the world know, let United States of America know we are ready. And we are ready to defend Biafra land. We are ready to fight for our freedom. I was asked a lot of questions about some sensitive stuff that it's not what we discuss here. But we Biafrans need to be serious. We Biafrans need to do what is right. Because we are good people. We are not terrorists. We just have to fight for what is right. We just have to fight for our freedom. Today is the 11th. We have 7 more days to go. 7 more days to go. Members of Congress that have not heard about Biafra, do we hear more about Biafra? Even after the event, Congress will have the opportunity to watch the video over and over again. And it will also be in the congressional website. And we will stream the event live. Thank you, Honorable Minister of Information, for all you're doing. Please, I believe you already enlightened and talked to Biafrans to not dare to have anything to do with this so-called whistle. It's a setup. It's a way of killing Biafrans. Please ignore that evil woman. She have a lot of problems facing her life. Let her work hard and deal with it. A member of her team called me yesterday begging if we can drop the lawsuit. Anyway, it's still ongoing. I don't want to. It's still ongoing matter. But her camp is in disarray. And this man denied more than Peter. He said he don't know Gozi. If I call the name here, Biafra will say, wow, what that should never end. He said, don't never even work with her. Never support her. Oh God. Truth, Ezio Kubundu. Truth stand the test of time. Truth. As fellow citizens, whatever you're doing, keep your hands straight, be truthful, do what is right, stand your ground. As long as you are doing what is right, heaven will bear you witness. At the end, you will prevail. At the end, you will prevail. Don't stand the test of time. All those liars, all those that have destroyed our name, slander our name, they already know their portion, that it won't be well with them.
All right.
The people have spoken, the world must listen. By Edidem Unwana. Biafra's cry for self-determination has reached a historic crescendo. Following the 2024 Biafra self-referendum, in which 50,048,916 Biafrans overwhelmingly voted yes to exit Nigeria, the mandate for independence is clearer than ever before. The message is simple and uncompromising. Biafra is non-negotiable. For decades, the Biafran people have endured systematic killings, marginalization, and political exclusion. A struggle that has claimed millions of lives since the Nigeria-Biafra War of 1967-1970. Today, the oppression continues in the form of state-sponsored insecurity, military invasions, and targeted genocide across Biafra's homeland. Families are displaced daily, and communities live under siege. Adding global weight to Biafra's demand, international investigations, including a Canadian federal court ruling, have linked Nigeria to terrorist sponsorship and collusion. Reports confirm that Nigeria not only funds but also shelters terrorist networks while turning its military against unarmed civilians in the east. Such a state, branded by its own actions, cannot be the custodian of the Biafran people's future. The Biafra Republic government in exile, BRGIE, the Biafra de facto government in the homeland, and the Biafra Defense Forces, BDF, insist that the referendum results represent the undeniable will of the people. No amount of intimidation, propaganda, or foreign complicity can erase the truth. Biafra has chosen freedom, BRGIE stated. Across the diaspora and within the homeland, millions echo the same sentiment. Freedom is not a request, it is a right. From Nelson Mandela to Martin Luther King Jr., history proves that oppressed nations cannot be silenced forever. Biafra's struggle has now crossed the threshold of debate. Its sovereignty is a destiny sealed by the people's will. The call is now on the international community, human rights organizations, and world powers to recognize the Biafra referendum, intervene against Nigeria's crimes against humanity, and support the emergence of Africa's newest sovereign state. Biafra is non-negotiable. The people have spoken, and we must stand together to defend our territorial integrity. Our freedom is here. Spirit of God will count our privilege. The will God which embodies God shall always be of God only. All hail the Biafra, land of the rising sun. We love and cherish. We have vanquished our enemies. All hail the Biafra. God bless the Biafra. In Him we trust. Shout it, sing it, all hail Biafra. God bless Biafra. We have emerged triumphant from all our foes. Through the crucible unscathed, we passed victorious. Our trumpets pealing, the glorious song, play it, sing it, all hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. We shall always remember all that perished in the struggle for our freedom. All hail our heroes, our precious men, who day and night save them always. All hail Biafra. Now our star shines everywhere. We pray humility. God guide and protect us all. All hail wisdom, shielding us from unleashed by your anointed.
A minute silence for our fallen heroes and heroines. The time starts now. By the spirit of our fallen heroes, heroines, past and present, continue to fight alongside with our BDF shield them from the eyes of this terrorist government, continue to speak to the minds of Biafrans to turn up and fund their freedom. They died for us, and we are here to make sure we restore Biafra. Let them continue to defend our territory. He said, he said, he said.
Let us pray. For God in heaven, Almighty Creator, the ancients of the ancients, the maker of the heavens and the earth, you created everything that the mind of a living soul can imagine, but none created thee. That is why we say you are immortal, you are invisible, you are omnipotent. This very God that every generation who has ever had the grace of knowing thee have always testified to your goodness. That is the same God that we kneel and bow before. This God is our refuge and our strength, a very present help, even in this time of Janjaweed trouble, even in this time of Fulani rage and terrorism. Therefore, we shall fear no evil. This IPOB shall fear no evil. Even if the whole world is against us, even if Britain intensifies their effort to cross this very light of hope in sub-Saharan Africa, even though they shake the mountains, even though the seas may rise, even though they may give all the weapons and ammunition to the zoological republic, no matter what they do, no matter how they foment their rage, it doesn't matter to us. For God, Chukokika is in the land of Biafra. We shall never ever be moved. This God of the ancients will help us now and forevermore. For Biafra shall come, and this Lord of hosts is with us. Chukokika Biama, the same God of Jacob, this same God of Shadrach and Meshach and Abednego, this God that never abandons his people, this same God is our refuge, and we proclaim it unashamedly that this God that we kneel and bow before, we shall worship thee, for Biafra is your promise, your word is yea and amen. Instead of your word not to come to pass, heaven and earth will cease to exist. Upon this very hope we anchor all our belief that Biafra shall come in our time, and we pray that it come this very year, that your glory may be made manifest in the lives of men, that we may kneel and bow before thee. Nyahansoro tutono nsoporo na ijama na ibisi ala Chineke na tepuru ihe niile ka otuto niile wee dịrị gị eze dị nsọ ugwu amawo mgbe niile ebighị ebi. Ise 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 na mmadụ dị gị Chineke.
Thank you so much, Biafrans. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, you are all welcome to BRGIE Space. Today is 13 September 2025, and we are here in this glorious day, which we are going to meet together, gather together, and rest fun, make noise with our Ejema, because the gear has changed. Thank you so much. Stanley, we can see you. Simon Ekpa, Chicago, I can't see you. Toti, please, I need a co-host, or I need two co-hosts, please, because you know the need and the importance of co-host. It's very, very significant to have a co-host when you are hosting space, because internet can, misbehave at any time with the host. Yeah, I can see you, senior citizen Ben, Ochuku, Minister Betty, the Mama, Biafran Liaison, Onyenyere 1, Biafra Freedom. 1 million, I don't know what happened, you went down. Freedom for all. Clement, Baba Obiemo, Biafra like some Malaysia. Sister Augustine, I see all of you. Take your salute. You know, when it comes to Saturday like this, I'm very happy because I know a Gemma will reign. Guinea. Simon Ekpa, Finland president. Simon Ekpa again. Hey, Dinawa. CEO is the chief. Amy SN. Hold on. Okay. SNT Odogo. Welcome, Amy, Rage and Fury. Take it up from there. Royal Win. Wow, I've not heard this name before. Sister OJ, Mecca, good news. Oh, getting all of you, welcome. Today is going to be a great day. Izudede Alozie. Nsi, oh, Ujaya Parawa, I'm good. Knit it together. What are we knitting together? The unity of Biafra. Oh my God. Zelle Please, Sacred, Emeka, Echoes, Ancestral, Uche, the Biafra, Jima, Onyeju, Emeka, Attitude. All of you collect your salutation one by one. Emedio Ekomdo, no. Chidiebere, Holland. Oravue, Okore. Sylvia Blue Obiageli. Oh, no, hey, when I see this name, I remember Nigerian movie. Ikoro. All of you are welcome. And those in the anonymous section, we say welcome. Our international listeners, we say welcome. Our spies, we say welcome. Those that have made themselves our enemies, we say welcome. Hey, yo, emedio, ekomdo, no. Now we dey here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, my people. We have gathered again. No, I'm so excited, always excited because I know who I am. I am a Biafra. Yes, so I am a Biafran. So I'm very, very excited. It's not easy to be a Biafran. When you just mention that name that you're a Biafran, all the enemies will bow. Chai! I don't know how many of you have witnessed this before. Yes, so if you are not proud of your identity, I don't know what you are waiting for. Yeah, Toti, okay, I'll send co-host to you as well. Stanley, should I send co-host to you? All right. Okay, I'll send it right away. Yeah, I want to thank all our leaders, our Onyendo, our PM, our APM, the Punisher. We appreciate all of them. They are the reason why we are pushing every day. I want to thank all the ministers that are present here and those that will join us later. At least I've seen Mama Betty. We welcome you. Yes, so we see 1 million. We welcome 1 million. Now, minister, people we don't know, he's in charge of Poland. No, he's Poland representative. 1 million. We salute you. You see, in case people don't know who you are, that you are a boss. We welcome you and every other minister here that I have not seen them. Maybe they're listening silently in the anonymous section. You know, they want to come and listen to how we are running this place. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, we want to also appreciate our BDF. Today is their day. Every day is their day, but today we just set aside to honor our BDF with our Ejema. Just like we go to church every Sunday, the others they go to church on Saturday. Today we set aside to honor our BDF. They are our shield. Yes, so they are the reason why the enemies are running kitty 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 kitty. Orabueze is doing everything possible to destroy them, but she cannot. And all the every accountability, their target is our BDF. I don't understand what they want. Even when they have formed their own, they are still putting I there. Again, the spirit of the dead Biafrans. Hey, these people want to provoke me. The spirit of the dead Biafrans that died will continue to shield our BDF. All of them, from the biggest to the smallest. They will never see them. They will never see them. Any attack they raise against them, it will backfire. It will fall back in their camp and destroy all their recruited Ebubago. It will go back. It will bounce back to them. Because our BDF, oh my goodness me, the spirit that is surrounding them, you cannot penetrate. You cannot penetrate. and we continue to cover them and shield them with the power of the Almighty Chukwokika. Yes, yes. So today is our fundraising day, and we just have to gather here for some hours, and then we'll proceed from here to attend our fundraising. And we have a topic here. I hope everybody have understood the topic. Money is our weapon. Your sacrifice secures Biafra's destiny. Money is our weapon. And that is why our APM said, we have to make noise. Washington, D.C. said we have to make noise because we've not made noise enough. We have to make noise. Not to carry microphone and make noise. So make noise with a Gemma and a J. That is the noise we want to hear today. So we are going to conduct a very deep, comprehensive, transformative fundraising and, educational marathon that moves the audience. And that audience is us and those that are listening to us. From passive observers, which are most of our people say, what it concern myself, this one, that one, to active, strategic financial soldiers for Biafra nation. That is why we have gathered here, and that is what we are going to do. We are going to move from the passive observers to active ones that are going to finance the soldiers, which is our BDF. Yes, we can see if you've listened to news or you read through a social media handle, you can see that terrorists are expanding their territory, moving from one country to the other, leaving their own country to Western countries, moving even to Nigeria. We have so many of them there. Why? Because they want to expand their territory, because they have a target. And let me tell you people, the only saving place will be Biafra land. No matter the passport that you are holding, time is coming that you have to go back to your country, which is Biafra. And how will you go back if you don't fund now so that we can get this Biafra fast? How will you go back if we don't make noise? Bring that noise you have to make with your Gemma. That is what is playing out. Because when these people move from one country to the other, they are going to be transformed to another form of terrorists. They are going to bring out another rule. You see, every day they are adding, music is haram. The next thing, dancing is haram. What again? Drinking is haram. Everything is haram, haram, haram. As they are progressing, they are adding it to their dictionary, to their rules, to their obligations. Everything is haram for them. Haram means bad. So now they have clustered in Europe, they have clustered in Asia, they have clustered in what is it called? US. So what do you think they are doing? They are expanding. Now when they take over all those countries, if they don't stand up now and recognize us and support Biafra, what will happen in few years to come? There will be no more indigenous person in the Western country. Where do you think they will go to? They will come and seek asylum in Biafra. Yes. So everybody must, put hands together, put resources together to make sure we stop this terrorism that is spreading like cancer like this. That is why Biafrans must come together so that we pull the fund, support our BDF, let them begin to make noise. They want to hear that noise. That was why Washington, D.C. asked our APM, do you have an army? Because they want to hear noise. And that noise is woto woto. They cannot do the woto woto with empty hands. No, it's not possible. They cannot do woto woto with whistle. It is not done anywhere. You see? It is not done anywhere. So the time for our freedom is now. We must not miss it. The time is now. We have to make noise with our Gemma because the gear has changed. We are not here to beg, no. We are not making just ordinary donation. We are making strategic investment. That is what everybody should have in the back of their brain, that we are making investment, not just ordinary offering in the church, offering time, blessing time. This one is investment time, blessing time, that you will reap your dividend. That is what it's all. That is what it is. So you are not just an ordinary donor, you are a shareholder in the most important startup in the world, which is Biafra. You are a shareholder. So every Ejeo, every Ejemma, when I mean Ejemma, I'm talking of pounds and dollars. is a share you own in our future. So you are not throwing your money away. Freedom is not given, it is taken. And the price is always sacrificed, because our parents have paid that price in 1967 to till date. I don't like putting 70 because they are still paying till date with blood and hunger. There is hunger in the land, but we have the food. But we are being deterred from going to the farm to cultivate, because if you go, Fulani will kill you. It's not that we don't have food, we have. But terrorism have not allowed our people to go to farm, because the Nigerian terrorist government have sent their Fulani headsmen and have given them army uniform to take over our land. Even when we plan to go and harvest, they will bring their cows and destroy everything, because we know cows are herbivorous, so they eat grass. There is no way you put some sugar in somebody's mouth and the person will spit it away. That is what is happening to the cows when they take them to our land. They've seen food free. What will they do? They cannot say, I will not chew. That is their food. So that has caused lots of hunger in the land. Today, the battlefield has new tool, which is diplomacy, laws and medias, and the most powerful weapon we have is money. So Biafrans cannot wait for the world to save them. We must fund our freedom, or we will become perpetual slavery in our own land. I know that may sound harsh, but that is the truth. It is the truth. It is a survival necessity based on historical reality and the current circumstances we've seen ourselves today. I don't know how to sugarcoat my words, but that is the reality. If we don't fund our freedom, we will be in perpetual slavery. The time is now. Look at the extent we have reached. Because nations that wanted freedom in recent history did not wait for permission. No, they did not wait. Their people gave in small amounts. Those that could give large amount, they gave. But what really made them to work? Because it was regular. The amount they gave was regular. They took it as a serious business. Because freedom is so sweet. That is what made them unstoppable. So Biafra destiny depends on whether we are ready to sacrifice like they did. If we are, our children will inherit freedom instead of slavery. If we are not, we remain in chains. But God forbid. God forbid. God forbid. So what you should achieve from this topic is the fundamental shift that we are shifting from being a passive victim, hoping others will save you, to becoming an active agent of your own freedom by contributing a percentage of your income towards coordinated liberation effort that we have now, funding your own government structures, which our PM has put in place, and we are seeing it being effectively managed by our APM. We have seen the lobbies that he hired. He hired this lawyer in 16 November 2024, our attorney, Dabiri. Can't you see what they have done? With that same structure, in July 16, BRGIE in talk with US government over deal. They make that deal public. Can't you even see, before you know what is happening, in July 28, if I'm not mistaken, our acting Prime Minister provided explosive testimony to US Congress, calling for the release of our Onyendu and our PM. All the structures are there. They are there. So we are building on those structures. No, there is no lapses, nothing. You see? So it is very, very simple. The choice is simple. Fund your freedom now, or we go into perpetual slavery later. So our time has come. Please, if you have not shared this space, kindly share the space. Kindly share the space. It is free of charge to share the space. We don't require a Gemma to share the space, please, so that others will come. We are not going to stay here for a very long time. There is an event that is coming on the 18th of September, next week, Thursday, inside the hall of the United States Congress. It has never happened before. The first in history. The world will finally listen to Biafra's story. The world will finally listen to all the cries. They will listen to that explosive testimony that our APM dropped on July 28, 2025. They said, come on, we are ready to listen to you. You see? So they are going to hold a briefing on any international, on the 18th, sorry, on the 18th of September 2025. They are going to hold that briefing there. And if you are traveling, you hear what our APM said, be there on time, be there on the 17th. Because when the United States Congress agrees to hold a formal briefing on any international issue, it means that that issue has crossed a threshold. Yes, it has crossed the threshold. There is need for attention to be given to such situation. That is what is happening right now. It has moved from being a local problem, which Nigeria presented as a farmers' headers clash. That is the name that they gave. It has moved from that being a local problem to being recognized as a matter of international concern. So this means Biafra's name has entered the global newspaper, because you will see all the international media that refuse to report our story, they will even be waiting. They don't have any other choice than to report. CNN, Al Jazeera, Fox News, all of them will be there. BBC, all of them. They don't have a choice. White House press will be there. They don't have a choice, because the time has come. You see, the time has come. Our acting prime minister will not be there as a protester, no. He will be there as the head of the government. He will be sitting on his reserve seat. Yes, last time he attended the one that Bishop of Makurdi, when they said no, it was a photo shop. He was not in the venue. You heard from the broadcast he made that he has witnessed it once. That was that one I'm talking about. But now it is his turn for him to sit down on that seat that is reserved for him. Oh my goodness me. This is the man that has been mocked, that is only going there to carry briefcase. He will dress, we are telling him, dress in that suit they used to mock you, carry that briefcase and go. You see, he was there to represent us all. This visual alone destroyed the enemy caricature of us. Yes, the long game we must play, because this congressional briefing is not the end of our journey. I just want Biafrans to know, so that what happened in December 2nd will not repeat itself. Yes, so that Sabotua will not capitalize on this and divide the house again. Biafrans, this congregational briefing does not mean that that day they will give us recognition. Because in December 2nd, that was what caused problem. Hey, we are now a nation. Hey, we are now a sovereign nation. We don't need to hide our faces again. Ngozi Rabufulani misled all of you, most of you, telling you that we are now a nation. And you fell into that crime, that camp. Most of us, most innocent Biafrans were killed. Those that exposed their face, gave contact and all that, they were killed because they did not really understand what was going on. So this congressional briefing is not the end of our journey. It is the beginning of a new phase. It is the beginning of a new phase, and we have to sustain it by bringing funding. Yes, international recognition is a process, so it is a process. It starts with attention, then it will move to concern, develop into engagement, and eventually can lead to action. That action will be our recognition. So don't go and say, oh, Shebi APM say he's going for congressional hearing. That day they will give us recognition. That is not what it means. So, and don't fall for scam with anyone that will rise up and begin to say, is it not what he said? Our APM never says such a thing. He is going for congressional hearing, which is just the beginning. It is a process. Okay? We are now at the attention stage. We are now at the attention stage. And he is there to go and speak on behalf of Biafra. So we must work to move through this consent stage and engagement towards action. You see, and you heard what he said in that audio. That is why I'm making this reference, because I'm copying from him. He said it requires patience. Yes. So don't jump at it and say, oh, God has buttered your bread. Why are we doing fundraising now? Shebi, they've gone for a hearing. There should be no fundraising. We should begin to talk about ID. No. He has told you it requires patience. Persistency have to be there. And professional advocacy. We still need our Ejema and Eje. Please. So this is the more reason why we must increase our funding for this journey, because we cannot halt it because of lack of funds. Please, do not collect whistle from NGOZI. You heard from our APM. Our information minister have already done program with this. They have implanted devices, they're tracking devices inside there. They have also poisoned those whistle. As our mama said, why didn't she send it to Jigawa? Why? Why didn't she send to her people? Why bringing it to Biafra territory? To kill our people. They want to depopulate us. Biafrans, do not collect those whistles from Rabu Fulani, because it is there to kill us. Do not even try it. When you put the whistle in your mouth, you are already inhaling, saliva, so many enzymes in your mouth, they will just pick it. And it goes directly to your intestine. You begin to have different forms of disease. It could affect your lungs, the major organs in your body. Because whatever you ingest, you don't know where it is going. It may affect your kidney. It may affect your liver. Your intestine are there. Your heart. So the best thing, do not even go for it. Do not even say, okay, let me go and try. Even if she attach money to it, do not. That one will not kill you, because she's a very crafty woman. If you collect that whistle, your family members, they'll be gone. So do not try it. We have been shouting ever since she made this announcement, and she has gone to produce such a number of whistles. Come on, when did NGOZI love you? When did she love you? When did she have consent for you? Instead of her to say, these are the weapons I'm bringing for you to defend yourself, NGOZI is bringing whistle for you, and you are sheepishly celebrating it, rejoicing over it. Where are your senses, those gullible followers of NGOZI? Because I know people that belong to BRGIE can never fall for this scam. So please don't go for it. It is a trap to kill all of you. Once you blow it, terrorists will just surround you. A word is enough for the wise. If you know, you know. So my people, today is not the day that we are going to talk too much. I will just yield in case people want to make their comment before I continue. But I just wanted to, just talk a little about the historic example of those who have used their funding to get their recognition. I just want to touch Jewish people, for example. Before Israel creation, they built what we call a parallel institution, and they funded their international lobbyists as well. You see, and they created economic network. What did they do? It was in 1940. Jewish communities worldwide, they were facing opposition. They needed recognition as well. They needed a homeland. Do you know what they did? They did something. They did not just pray about it. They didn't just talk about it. They put their money where their hope was. That was what they did. And how is that helpful to us today? Now, for example, the average money a family contributor was like 150 to 300 per month, dollars per month for each family. Now, if you look at that, that is about 1,500 to 3,000 in today's money. And they did this for decades, not just when they felt like doing it. Remember my comment initially, consistency, regularly. Not when you give today, to tomorrow you say you are not giving. If I may ask now, how many of you have contributed $100 in? I'm even talking about those that have the money. I'm not talking about those that even when they don't have, they still struggle to bring the 1 AJ and the 1 Ejema. How many of you have contributed 100 Ejema monthly to this Biafra cause? How many have contributed 50? How many have contributed something every month? Even the 1 AJ for those that are here that have not even started. That is why we are still fighting for recognition after 50 years. We are asking for freedom on a part-time budget. How will that work? Freedom doesn't work that way. It is commitment that we have to do. Now, if you grab your calculator, you see how many Biafrans do you think live outside Nigeria globally? In the diaspora, how many? If we even get estimate, let's even say 20 million or 15 million. Let's just be conservative with 15 million. Because I had to take time and do this calculation. Now, what is the average household income of Biafrans in diaspora? If we put that in dollars, let's just see like 40,000 or 50 or 60 or thereabout. So my calculation was like, okay, if we have 15 million people, average household income, like 50,000. If every Biafra household contribute just 10% of their income annually, for these are recognition, that is $5,000 per year and about $420 per month. That is what we will have. I'm just using this figure of 15 million because this is the reason why Onyendu said he just needs us to be giving one ejema, one. So we'll have like 75 billion ejema annually. Do you know what that means? 75 billion ejema. But here is what actually happened. We estimate current total annual contribution to be maybe 200 to 400 million ejema. That means we are operating at less than 1% of our potential. That is what we are doing. So when are we coming up? When will we turn up? As this race is starting next week, Thursday. The car have been started. They just ignite it on it will on by next week, Thursday. What are we going to do? Are we going to allow it to quench halfway? I believe we would not love to do that. We dare not think of such a thing. So I will yield my mic here because we don't have enough time so that people will contribute their own information that they have. So I'll give it to my co-host, Toti. After Toti, then Stanley. Are you there, please?
Yes. Am I coming out, entities?
Yes, you are coming out. Go ahead, please.
All right, then. Thank you very much. Thank you for hosting us today. Mazi Stanley, greetings to you. 1 million Simon Epa, Mazi, so greetings to you. Simon Epa, Obi Chicago, Madam Ike, Ben Uwabo, Ochiko, Minister Betty, Biafran lies in Malaysia, Wales. And the rest of us are on the space because we don't have much time because we need to make it snappy because we'll soon be going for our weekly fundraising, which is very, very important. And the topic that we have up here today, money is our weapon. Your sacrifice secures the Biafrans and destiny, of which our host and tutors have really, really deliberated on this particular issue. And I don't think there's anything much to say again, but I just want to take my own 50 cents to, talk to some of us out there, most especially those of us that are still sitting on the fence, and most especially some of us that are still busy listening to rumors. Sometimes I find it very, very funny that, we call ourselves intelligent people and brilliant people. And then sometimes I see some of us going to all these pages, all these YouTube channels where they gossip. And at the end of the day, these people that gossip, they criticize, they castigate what the BRGIE is doing, they castigate our APM, what our APM is doing. But at the end of the day, the question I want you people to ask them, or the question I want to ask you people that are listening to these people, and after you listen to these people, you will just, fall back and say, okay, let me be watching, or let us be watching what they are doing. The question I want to ask you, what is the solution this particular people that you are listening to are providing to your freedom? What are the solutions? What are you gaining from all those gossip that you normally take your time, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours to go and listen? At the end of the day, there is no solution that is coming out from those places. Haven't you sit back for once? Just reason. What am I gaining from those people? What are the solutions these people are providing through their criticism? Because, there is the difference between criticism and gossip. We have very good, reasonable criticism that maybe at the end of the day, those critics can be able to provide a better solution. But say that you have been listening to all those people that have been trying so hard to pull down our freedom, have they been able to provide a solution that will give you your freedom? That is the question most of you going to all these social media platforms. You go there, you listen to them, and you say, I don't know whom to trust. I don't know. So that means you are not backing down, or you're not backing up from your freedom. Of which you know very well that, yes, our Supreme Leader and our Prime Minister have been able to set up a template that is working so effectively as we speak today. With all the progress that BRGIE has been able to make, even despite, Finland went to, detain our Prime Minister, that doesn't even stop BRGIE for even making tremendous progress, most especially back home and in Washington, D.C. With all the progress that you have been seeing, you cannot even make a rethink and say, let me go and support what these guys are doing. Because I have not seen anything reasonable that these critics that have been criticizing the Biafran Republic government in exile, I've never seen them provide any solution. It's all about talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. At the end of the day, there is no headway. And you that call yourself an intelligent person that really need your freedom, you cannot even sit back and say, these people are just talking. They are not even providing any solution. But they are good in criticizing what the APM and the BRGIE cabinet members are doing. The Biafran Defense Forces have come out on several occasions to say the only people or the only organization or government that cares about their well-being is the de facto government in homeland and also the Biafra Republic government in exile, of which we all know the de facto government in homeland is loyal to the Biafra Republic government in exile. But still, some of you are still keeping deaf ears. Now we see Akbara that you don't want to do anything. But tomorrow, when the enemy forces, the occupational forces of the Nigerian terrorist government comes to invade your village, you will come out and start crying. We should stop all these hypocrites. It's time to stop this nonsense and be focused and come back to the original government that was established by we, the Biafran people, and also our Prime Minister, of which that government is the Biafra Republic government in exile, because that is the only recognized government in the Justice Department, in the Department of Justice of the United States of America. It's the only political entity that is speaking on your behalf. All those people, yapping nonsense all over the places. Have you ever seen them in any diplomatic move concerning your freedom? Even the psychopath in Georgia. Have you ever seen her going for any diplomatic or political negotiation regarding the recognition of Biafra that was declared last year in Finland? You have not been able to see any. But some of you decide to be following the lies sheepishly. Decide to be following the saga ignorantly. And forget that you are currently an endangered species. That your lives are in danger. Instead of you to be more focused in getting your freedom, you are focusing on irrelevant things. Things that can only destroy you. things that can be able to enslave you. Enough is enough, guys. We've talked about this for so long. There are so many people that are looking up to us for their freedom. Not only Biafrans. There are even some Nigerians that are looking up to us for their freedom as well. Because we are that light they are waiting for. And there is a purpose that EKIBIBIO has brought us out for a time like this. So we can be able to liberate humanity, most especially in Africa. That is our purpose as a people, to contribute positively to humanity. Now you went to give the psychopath in Georgia your money. She has gone to bring, in quote, survival whistle to some of you, of which I tagged that whistle Operation Identify Them. And the reason why I tagged that whistle Operation Identify Them is because if you blow that whistle, or the Nigerian terrorist government or the occupational forces see that whistle with you, you are gone. And whatever that happens to you, you will have yourself to blame. Don't blame anybody. Now, that whistle that you are holding, if you blow that whistle, will that whistle bring that granite to resist your killers? Now, the question you people are not asking this psychopath in Georgia is that, okay, now you are giving this whistle. Who will blow this whistle? Who are the Biafran army that will come for our rescue? Where is the army you are telling us about? Because it's not about blowing whistle. Because, okay, now for example, okay, when you blow the whistle, something must come to defend you. Then where is that thing that will come to defend you? Why are you people not asking these questions? Or is there granite inside that whistle that when you are blowing that whistle, the granite will be doing pop, 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 and be getting your enemies down, or be getting the occupational forces down, or be getting the ragtag Fulani terrorists down? Because I just, okay, let me just give you guys that maybe that whistle is just a point of contact, to alarm the defense forces that will come to your rescue. Then where is the defense forces that she has put in place for you people? Why are those defense forces not engaging all these Nigerian terrorist occupational forces that have been coming into our land to kill our women and children and burn our homes? But the only defense forces that normally engage these occupational forces has been the one we all know from time immemorial. The one that was unveiled 2023 in Finland, in the Helsinki Declaration. That has been the only defense forces. Because sometimes, when I come across some of you that is still following, most especially that psychopath in Georgia, it itches my eyes. It gives me a lot of eyesores that make me sometimes to wonder and ponder if some of you are really Biafrans. If you are with your senses. And you cannot have a rethink and say, oh, enough is enough. Let me start doing the right thing. By funding the only Biafran Defense Forces we all know that are doing this job in making sure that our land is being secured on daily basis, that always resist these occupational terrorist forces of the Nigerian terrorist government that normally comes into our land to kill our women and children and bomb our homes. It's so disheartening sometimes. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. We need to stop all this nonsense. Trying to make we, the Biafran people, a mockery to the world. Trying to make what we are doing as a people to safeguard our future, to protect our lives and property, trying to make it a mockery to the international community. Imagine when America comes up and say, where are the defense forces, and you now bring out a whistle. They will slam their door on your face. Say you're not serious, you're stupid. Maybe, for example, the other day our acting Prime Minister went for a meeting in Washington, D.C. And they now ask him, when they ask him, do you have a military? He will not say yes, the military, they are using whistle. Do you think they will allow him to come into Washington, D.C.? The world does not recognize weak people. What the world recognizes truth. And you have to prove to them that you are capable of protecting and defending your territorial integrity. That is why it's very imperative and important for you to have a military when fighting for your freedom. Because people that will recognize you are putting their interests in your hands. So for them to put their interests in your hands, what are you now going to use in protecting their interest is what they are looking at. You will tell them, okay, no problem, don't worry, we will secure your interest with whistle. Is that not stupidity in the highest order? It's stupidity. And some of you will still come out today and to go and give the money that you're supposed to put in the right pocket that will get you freedom. You keep giving a lunatic, a psychopath, your resources. Now we are talking about the historic and congressional hearing of the Biafran people in Washington, D.C. that is coming up on the 18th of September 2025. Although tutors have already, highlighted some things about it, but I just want every one of us to be prepared. We need to be prepared. I highlighted on this particular issue yesterday, but I still want to, make a reminder. The question we should be asking ourselves, are we ready? Are we ready as a people? Because after that congressional hearing, that historical congressional hearing in Washington, D.C., a lot of things needs to change. Most especially when it comes to the funding of this movement, because without the funding of this movement, there is nothing reasonable we are doing as a people. Because in every freedom fighting, funding is very, very important. And this funding falls down on all of the people. Because we are the shareholders of this movement. We need to be prepared. Because after that congressional hearing, we determine if we are serious or not. It will also determine if, because after that congressional hearing, our how am I going to put it? Our actions is what will determine if the world will take us serious or not. Because we are not going there on that day to speak to the only to the United States of America Congress. We are going there to speak to the world. Because different human rights organizations all over the world are present there to take note of what has been happening in Biafra. It's going to be a big one. But our actions after that will now determine if they are going to take us serious or not. So that is why we are trying to prepare our minds. Because the funding needs to be increased massively. There are a lot of things I would like to say, but because of time. Enough of the gossip. Our freedom is in our hands. The American government is not going to give us freedom. But they have given us a platform to speak to the world. And the rest will be left for us as a people to do. To convince them through our actions that yes, we are serious for our freedom. And most especially those of us back home in Biafra land. Now is the time for every one of you to rise and start funding the de facto government in homeland and the Biafran Defense Forces. Because after this congressional hearing, we need to start taking over our territories. Those are the results that will motivate the United States of America congressmen and women. When Nigeria cried to them that yes, the old Imo State has been taken over by the Biafran Defense Forces, those are the motivations. And when they are there, they will say, yes, this is what we want from those people. This is how it works. When Nigeria will cry again and publish that the Biafran Defense Forces are not even allowing them to come into the old Anambra State to come and pipe the gas there, they will say yes. They are not proving themselves that yes, they can be able to have a bilateral relationship with us. They can be able to protect our interests. Because come to think of it, me as a businessman, I cannot remove my business from a secure place and give it to a lazy man. It's not possible. I cannot do that. You too, you cannot do that. I cannot say, okay, because I want to help you, I will not put myself in danger. It's never done anywhere. It's just common sense for you to understand. So that is the way politics works. Because every country has a mouth to feed. And no country can say, okay, let my people go hungry for you. No, it doesn't work that way. No country will go hungry because of you are dying. No country will do that. So that is why you need to show yourself approved, that you are competent and confident to get your freedom. Because you getting Biafra is not for you only. It's also for the betterment of the world, because the world is a global market. The world is a global market. So you getting Biafra doesn't mean you will not become a country or a world. No, no, no. You have to join that global market where you can be able to transact with other international communities, have political relationships and bilateral relationships with them. And nobody is ready to do business with weak people. That is why our acting prime minister, so many times, he will come out, he will shout on top of his voice, try to encourage us to make sure that we continue to fight. And now we all have seen the progress that is making over there in Washington, D.C. He has been able to convince the American government to give us a platform to speak to the world. That is a very, very, very big plus, and I'm so proud of it as a person and as a Biafran. What has never happened before. Now I believe those people that have been criticizing us that the day we see that America, because some of these one Nigerians, I want to call their attention as well, because I've seen where so many of them are saying the day America start talking about Biafra, we join Biafra. Now is the time, because America has started talking about Biafra, and on the 18th of September we will be going to Washington D.C. to talk to the world. And I hope most of you out there will have a change of heart and come back and start supporting your freedom. Because we have been able to prove you people wrong, that we know what we are doing, and our consistency and resilience have been able to bring us this far that we are today. And I believe after that historical congressional hearing in Washington, D.C., a lot of things will change. So we just need to be prepared. It's very important. We need to be prepared, because this is us now and this is our freedom. And we want to see that start today on today's fundraising. We want to see that change. Let that change start with today's fundraising. We want to see everybody on today's fundraising. Even if it is one Ejema, bring it. Even if it is 1 million Ejema, bring it. We need that money. Americans cannot give us freedom, but they can support. And for them to be able to give us this platform is part of the support, but they will not give you freedom. And there's a way they will support you, and if they see that you are not serious, they will slam the door to your face. That is why we are now preparing ourselves and try to prepare some of you out there, your minds, to be more focused at this point in time. because we have hit that point which we have been looking for, that point that our internal leader has been looking for. May he so rest in peace. That point that our supreme leader has been looking for, that point that our prime minister has been looking for, has finally been achieved by the Biafran Republic government in exile, which the head of the government today is the acting prime minister, His Excellency Honorable Gichikun. A man that they cajoled so much has been able to unlock that door of recognition. So guys, today is our fundraising. And we want to see everybody on our fundraising. It's very, very important. Let's jettison all these distractions, all these gossips all over the places. Where you will not see those gossips is only here on BRGIE media and in BRGIE government. We don't gossip here. Whatever information we pass out here from this holy platform is 100% legit. Because I've seen some people making programs against this our historical congressional hearing in Washington, D.C. But sometimes I laugh at their ignorance. They are not trying to downplay it. But the focus is an open door. They will try to downplay it because they are ignorant. They are not politically inclined. They are not educated. They don't know how the world works. It's not all about, standing behind a camera and start making noise. No. It's all about doing the job. Getting the job done. And that is what the acting prime minister is doing on behalf of the Biafra Republic government in exile and on behalf of over 80 million Biafrans today. Is getting the job done. He they play and he they show. And on the 18th, all our enemies will be put to shame. Although they are invited, if they allow them to come in that day, they can come in, but they are invited. Because we need some of them to come and, have a fun, experience. And witness it firsthand that, yes, it is real. Although it will be, it will be live streamed on that particular day. And some of us, they cannot be able to, make it to Washington, D.C. on that particular day, can watch from the convenience of our homes or our offices or anywhere that will be domiciled on that particular day. And please, we should not forget, please, if you know that you want to partake from that historic day and moment on the 18th of September 2025, please try and contact your country's admin. It's very important, and it's very important that you start contacting your admin now. So, because according to our acting prime minister, there's a limited slot on that particular day. So, if you know that you want to be part of this historical day and historical moment on the 18th of, please start now and be contacting your country's admin, so they can be able to put you through and then educate you and then enlighten you more on how you can be able to go about to be there on that particular day, because it's going to be historical. So we should all get ourselves prepared. We have to get ourselves prepared. So tutors, I would like to use my mic here now because we don't have much time because very soon we'll be going for our fundraising. So thank you very much. And I use my mic to my co-host. My assistant, are you there? You can have the mic now.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mazi Totti. Thank you, tutors, for bringing us together once again on a day like this. Greetings, fellow Biafrans. Greetings, honorable members of BRGIE that are here on this space. Thank everyone for coming around to do the needful. We've said enough, I believe, but we'll continue saying, because as long as we are on this struggle, we'll continue to speak. It has become our culture and tradition, and that is what we must do. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he did that for years. And I'm sure if he were to be here, he will still be doing that. So there's no amount of time. We talk about the importance of funding. That will be too much. It is something we must continue talking about, because that is our weapon, just as our topic said. I believe we all know this, in as much as we choose to talk about it time and time again. It doesn't mean that we don't know already. Rather, it is because it's a necessity. Our brother thought he said so much. It's like he read my mind. He touched every part that's meant to be touched, for those that are honest to themselves. All the people some of you go to listen to, it's all gossips. Yet that some of us are still not able to differentiate between gossips and maybe teachings. But just like I said, we all know what we are doing, each and every one of us, because we no longer have key that are amongst us, and it's time we stop deceiving ourselves. Because I find it difficult to believe that there are people among us that at this very stage of the struggle that will come out and say they are confused. I don't believe that. We've come a long way. And so many confusions is now clear to each and every one of us. That's being honest. We have to be serious with what we are doing. We have to really take what we are doing serious. I don't know if we listened to the audios that our sister Tutos was playing before we commenced this space, especially the one of our APM, His Excellency Mazoge Chukwunkere. There are some things he said in between his speeches that mean so much. And those words that are being said that are in between are the ones that means a lot. And they are the ones we should actually hold there. There's a place he said that we should prove to America that we are serious, that we should show seriousness. Many people will overlook those parts, but that is the part that matters most in everything he said, at least to me. Because without seriousness in what you're doing, then you're joking. It's either someone is seeing seriousness in you when they look at you, or they are seeing unseriousness. This is the two things someone will see from you, from us. There's nothing else in between these two things, because it is either you are serious or you are unserious. Then it's left for you to tell yourself if you are serious or if you are not. I'm sure you can answer that yourself if you are listening to me, because you know your actions and your inactions, and you know if you are being serious or not. He talked about seriousness. He made mention of this being serious for so many times in his speeches. He always do. That's why I said there are the words in between the lines of the words he says. If someone is speaking, there are silent words. They are not silent because he spoke them silently. They are silent because they are not bold, unlike other words that you want to hear, that interests you. But those words that seem to be on a low tempo are the most important, because we can just pick out the congressional hearing because it's bold, it's what we want to hear. We pick up the US Congress because it's bold. We pick up the date, 18th of September, because it's bold. What about being serious? How do you show your seriousness? By financial support. You cannot shoot. If you can, you are going to be in the battlefield fighting with our defense forces. But because you can't, you are in your comfort zone. So how do you show seriousness? Finances, financial support. You can't tell me you want freedom and you cannot even sacrifice 1,000 eje for the cause of freedom. You can't. And you feel you're deceiving who? You're deceiving yourself. Seriousness. Our brother Toti said it now as he made his submission. He said, okay, we are going to the congressional hearing on 18th. And after that, what happens next? Would we still continue playing around, going to listen to Biafra disunite and daddy around my gossip up and down, jumping from platform to platform, following a woman that is giving you a whistle? I don't know how whistle is going to destroy the armor tanks you're seeing. You see posts of how prepared the Nigerian terrorist forces are. You see up to 20 armored vehicles coming into your villages, and you know what they are there for. And someone is somewhere sharing whistle to you, and you are hailing the person, and they want me to be the one to come and tell you you should not collect the whistle. No, go and collect the whistle. Because there's some things you don't advise people not to do. You just allow them to do it so that their body will tell them. By the time the zoo catches you blowing that whistle, or they see the whistle on you in your pocket, now your body will tell you. No be us will come space again, come they tell you. APM was even telling you, don't take that whistle. Minister of Information was also saying that. But then you are stupid. You are hailing him on the comment section. You're hailing her, the Fulani woman in Georgia, on the comment section. For someone like me, I'm not going to advise you not to take the whistle. I'm going to advise you to go and take it so that your body go tell you. Because not only when your body tell you, now you go learn. Because sometimes when we come here to advise you people, you think we have personal interests. It's because we love you and we want your safety. But some of you feel when you tell them, avoid this Fulani woman, they think maybe there's something you are trying to prevent them from benefiting from the Fulani woman. So they feel like there must be something there for them that you don't want them to go and benefit. So sometimes you just have to let them to go there themselves and see what others saw. Nobody that served the woman that came out and spoke positively about whatever she does or what she's doing. Show me one person. Among all those that have resigned, among all those that have left her, who is saying good about her? Nobody. And you still want us to come and still tell you not to collect whistle. Go and collect whistle now. Now body they tell man, no man they tell man. Seriousness, that's what I'm still talking about. Finances is our only weapon. Our only. We don't have any other weapon apart from a Gemma and a jet. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Without funds, we are finished. That is why each time they come to attack, they attack the finance. Because that's what Musa, their master, advised them to do. We should know how important fund is to what we are doing. And that is the only way we can show seriousness. It's not about being happy about the congressional hearing. We are all excited. But are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious about this very struggle? If you are to ask yourself that question and you were to be honest, would you say, yes, I'm serious? If they say people that are serious about this struggle should come out, will you count yourself among them? When you can't even contribute, when they will come and beg you. And even if they beg you finish, you won't still contribute. The struggle is moving to a different level. And the level it's moving in requires more seriousness, more than we've ever been. Because we can't afford to be the ones to fail ourselves. After coming this far, it will be shameful. For those of you that like gossip, because I know most of you like gossip, they like to go where they will hear gossip. It's not as if they have anything to, they just want to go and hear gossip. And they're just standing on the first hand. They are just roaming, hanging over the place. They go there, they listen to this gossip. They go another side, they listen. That's all they do. They join every single space they see on social media. They listen to this one, they listen. At the end of the day, they are nowhere to be found. You can't find them anywhere. You can't identify where they belong to. But they shout Biafra, 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 Biafra up and down. How do we even, how can we even identify you? You are nowhere at all. You are everywhere. Roaming. You are not dedicated. You are not committed. You are everywhere, deceiving yourself, thinking as if people think as a man, maybe you are not noticeable, but you're fooling yourself, actually. Some will be there telling you a different story. Some, like most people that are listening to Nigerian Disunite and Adandocho and the rest of them. Adandocho that betrayed this struggle from December. She was with Orabu Fulani for over 4 months. Created a lot of chaos. Brought so many destruction, damages. Even when she recorded the conversation she recorded between she and Orabu Fulani and the other one, Diana and Abby. She kept that record, knowing that it is devilish. And she kept it to herself and was still supporting the evil woman. This tells you how people can be able to see evil, how people can sit comfortable with evil. She had that record. She kept it till when finally she got a message from PM. If not for that message she got from PM, maybe she'll still be with Lafulani and still have all those secrets and still be there. And someone is listening to such a person. Or is he Biafra Disunite that vanished? Immediately PM was called in for questioning. He disappeared and even wanted to sell his platform to the highest bidder. And people still find those people worthy of their data, of their time, their precious time. Hi. Baffles me. And that one man that is still holding on to the original template of this struggle that passed through our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to our prime minister down to him himself. That's one man that is still holding strong to the same template that haven't deviated. That's one man that is the reason we're talking about this congregational hearing of the on the 18th. And that's one man is the one that are telling you that he's not doing it right. That he's a sabo, he's a this, he's a that, he's a power monger, he's a this, he's a... That's the one that are trying to plant hatred in your head for you to hate him. And that one man is the only one that is doing it right. He's the only one that is doing it right. I had one of the Adan Dochu, one of his programs where he was saying about the money that was with her for some time. Right from when Pierre was here, the money was with her. I think money they contributed in France. She didn't give it to Rabu Fulani. She gave her reasons for not giving it to Rabu Fulani. Then she didn't give it to our APM, but she later gave it to the accountability 2025, the coup plotters. According to her, she gave it to Imam Madiab, and the money disappeared. The money could no longer be accounted for. And in that program, she was saying she didn't give it to BRGIE because she didn't trust our APM. And I paused for a while, and I started to think deeply about trusts. And I'm like, you don't you don't trust our APM, Ogechunkere. But our PM trusted him. And you even have the guts to come and say it on your program. So our PM trusted so much up till this moment that I'm talking to you. And an idiot that doesn't know what COS means and the functions of a chief of staff, that assumed, or they were even, it's not as if she assumed, she was even like saying it boldly that COS is second in command. That was why she followed NGOZI. It's talking about not having trust for our APM. Our APM that served this government for years. Our PM trusted a lot. Like, and grown up men and women are listening to this person in her program. You don't trust him, and are we to trust you? You that don't even know your left from your right. You that have done a lot of destruction to this struggle. And people go there and they sat and listen, and they'll be like, we don't trust him too. And this is a man that works with our prime minister, and prime minister never had any issue with him. Prime minister gave him all the trust that he couldn't even give anyone, even as we speak. And a tout in France is telling you, I don't trust him, that's why I didn't give it the money. Okay, now the Imam Madabo you trusted, you gave the money. Where's the money? The money is missing, nowhere to be found, can't even be accounted for. And people are still going to listen to those gossips, to this very woman I'm talking about, and her clique, Oremejus and Nigeria Disunite. You know, that's why I said at this point, I don't believe anyone coming to say they are confused. I mean, you are just being evil. There's no confusion. There is more clarity now than it has ever been. There used to be confusion around December when after the convention, a lot of people don't know what to do, where to go. because the woman came with different deceit about surrogate say, surrogate to say, with kind of doctor screenshot and all that. You know, if someone were to tell me I was confused at that point in time, I would have reasons to say, okay, but at this point, after 10 months, then you're not confused. You are an idiot. So today is fundraising. You have to prove that you are not an idiot. Because me, I don't believe you are confused. I think you are just being wicked or devilish if you are not supporting what we're doing at this very point in time. Because there's no reason whatsoever that will validate anything you are doing on that fence that fence you're sitting on. There is no reason on this earth that will validate it. One, there's no longer confusion. At this point, it's clear to you what's going on. So what will be your reason? You don't have any reason. So it's either you are an idiot or you are evil. And you have to prove it to yourself. You have to prove to yourself that you're not an idiot and you're not an evil person. How do you prove it? You have to come forth and do the needful, which is funding this government. This is the only thing we have to do. Every other thing is in place. The structure is well built, it's well designed, and it's functioning. We just have to fund it. That's all that's required from you. And it's not as if you are mandated. We are not even mandated. Give as much as you can. Give from the heart. Give as someone that wants the freedom today and tomorrow. Give as a child of Chukwukika Abiyama that we claim to be. Because when we start talking about people that love Biafra, some of us claim to love it more than others. Some claim to want it more than others. Now, why not support it as much as you want it? At least support them more than every other person. But you are there sitting on the fence, relaxing there. Because this fence you people are sitting, I don't know what is there. I don't know what is on that fence that you'll be sitting on the fence for the past 9 months. And you're so comfortable. Fellow Biafrans, it is our fight. Nobody will do it for us. In case you're thinking there's someone that will come, and there's nobody that will do it for you. United States will not do it for you. United States have a role to play, and they cannot play beyond that role. They're not going to give you money. They are not going to give you a dime. And we are not expecting them to give us money because it is not their responsibility to give us money. So the role they are supposed to play, they are going to play it. But we are supposed to propel them to play it. We are supposed to do our part first before having all these huge, giant expectations. Because we are good at having expectations, but we are not good at doing things that we're supposed to do. And it's not even something that is beyond us. It's not even something that is beyond us. The liberation tax for those in homeland is very less, very small. We all know how much it is, though it's not fixed. But there's a minimum amount that is stated that serves as a minimum. And it has no max. Any amount can come in. Yet, some of us are unable to do that, to do the least but you want America to do everything for you, and you don't want to do anything for yourself. That is crazy, my people. That doesn't make sense. Let's be reasonable. Let's behave as people. Let's behave as people that wants freedom. Let's come out and show the world how serious we are, just like what our APM says in his speeches. Seriousness. This is the time to show how serious we are. This is the time to show that we want freedom. We need to do things that America themselves will see the seriousness in us. And that is how much we are contributing. Nothing more. Mazinam cannot have done everything for us. PM have done everything for us. Mazuki Chukunkere have done amazingly well for us. It's not for himself. Left for him, he will be enjoying himself. Left for him, he's a UK citizen. PM is a Finland citizen. APM is an American citizen. Left for them, they will be relaxed. They are comfortable. They are well doing. But they left all that and they are fighting for you. And your own is to go and listen to gossip. To go and just sit on the fence and be peeping. You go there, you listen. You go to Adandoch, you listen. You go to Remedios, you listen. You go to Biafra Unite, you listen. You come to our space, you listen. You go to Imam Madaba side, you listen. You go to Arab Friday, you listen. You go to one Nigerianist space, you listen. You they go everywhere. What you define? It is simply because you are sitting on the fence. And for the fact you are sitting on the fence, you became jobless. You are not devoted. So that's why you have the time to go all over all these places to listen to gossip. If you are not on the fence, if you are serious about what we are doing, you wouldn't have time to go any other place because you know the right place to be. Please, let's show that seriousness. That is the only thing we owe ourselves. You claim you love our prime minister, you claim you love Mazen Namdekan. When I talk about them, you carry it for your head like saying, now you love them, pass. It is time to show that you love them by supporting the government which they stand for, by supporting the cause which they are suffering for. That is the only way you can show them you love them, not by saying it. They are not watching you. They don't know if you contribute or not. But that is the only way you can repay them, appreciate them for the sacrifices they've made, for the suffering they are going through. Thank you very much. I yield. Tutos, over to you.
Okay, thank you so much, Stanley. Thank you for your submission, your detailed submission. Yeah, my co-hosts are wonderful today. Thank you so much. God bless you. So we have just 40 minutes left, and then we'll have to move for our fundraising. Onyenye, are you there? So we'll begin to streamline the time, shrink it to 5 minutes. Onyenye, are you there? Okay, Onyenye is not close to his mic. 1 million, are you there? 1 million? Okay, I think none of them. Okay, 1 million, go ahead. Are you ready? Go ahead. So we'll spend like 5 minutes each so that people can talk. Go ahead, 1 million.
Yeah, thank you very much. You know, because of the little time we have, you know, I believe that a lot has been said. A lot has been said. So, and at this point, like when I heard from my co-host, which is Mazi Stanley, you know, it seems like some certain things that are needed that needs to be taken serious. Sometimes, you know, out of ignorance, you know, you avoid them. That one is left for you. Like he said, nobody is a baby. They cannot tell blind man that rain is falling. All this joke, enough of all this joke. Because all this why we have been, you know, trying to address some certain issues. Sometimes to me, if not that, you know, it's something that at least that is needed to be done. Because if we did not do all these things, now we have seen, just like the other time when they were saying it. Now, they have brought the deadly whistle now. It did not arrive in Lagos. It did not arrive in Abuja. It did not arrive in Katsina. It did not arrive in Kano, in Jigawa. Now is in Biafra land. How did that evil whistle get to Biafra land? That is the problem. And the mad idiot is in America now. You see? No, tell me now. What is the difference now from that pre-ro from every other whistle that you can just get? You know. No, this is what they imported from China. The person that the idiot, the mad bastard, that evil harlot, evil Fulani Janjaweed, nomadic Janjaweed woman, bastard woman. Look at how foolish is trying to deceive some of you. You see, you, that woman, you, it shall never be well with you. You even have the guts to come out and be telling your fellow Fulani Janjaweed that something has arrived in Biafra land. Hey, God, dude. You see, it seems like you people have not watched the video that is trending now, and you people have not learned a lesson. You think that when we are talking about Sabo, when we are talking about politicians, all these criminals, people think that it's just all about all these political groups, including you, this particular woman, you, include your own. It will be worst. It will be so worst. Your own will be worst. The time is coming very soon. You see all those people that these Fulani Janjaweed terrorists that you people think that any small thing they give you small thing, you will come and sing. You think that you can come and sabotage, they can use you to come and sabotage the children of God in their own land. Very soon they will leave you. They have already started leaving you, if you don't know, because they do penetrate before. They cannot access again. That is the reason why they are not coming with this strategy. And mind you, all these bastards, some of they are using you in the name of, you know, they're in America. Their family, their children, their family, kids, you don't even know them. How foolish and how stupid you and your generation will ever be. And it shall never be well with each and every one of you. But, we will come here and start laughing. It is a serious matter. A very, very critical one at that. The thing that they could not do now with gun and bullets, with their armor tank and fighter jets. This is what they want to achieve through this. My 5 minutes don't pass. Let me know, please. This is what they want to achieve through this whistle. The reason why I'm just, you know, my brother taught you, my brother, you see, sometimes if not, I've said it before. If not, because I don't have, God must surely bless me. If I really have what it takes, God knows. Before you will see me here. You think I will come here and be discussing this kind of issue with anybody? Am I stupid? Look at these evil people. They want evil people. Sometimes I watch some clips like this. I want to shed tears. I say, God, I wish I knew. I wouldn't have even sit down with these people. We were all together. That is nobody that did not knew that immediately we come back from this convention. That is our defense and our lobbies. That was our everybody. That was our target.
Even on spaces, we have even concluded that even just like the way we are coming here, we will make sure that we make sure that even we make sure that we encourage our people, you know, to contribute. We support this government to make sure that we take over our land. But then not knowing that those criminals that we always come and when they just come from anywhere, they are coming from, like from kitchen, toilets, anywhere, they just give them mic. The next thing they want to speak, and we call their names, look at them. Where are these people today? All of them. Where are all of them today? They have succeeded in deceiving you people into different camps. Now they have withdrawn. I don't have anything much to say because they say a word is enough for the wise, and it's only a stubborn fly that always follow the corpse to the grave. Since you have your tongue and you cannot count your teeth, it's left for you. You can only force the horse to the stream, but it's not possible to force that horse to drink water. That one is sure. Anyways, today's our fundraising. I hope each and every one of us will come there and do the needful. I will yield my mic here. Thank you.
Thank you, 1 million. Thank you so much. Yeah, we have to keep on talking. We will not stop talking. Yeah, Onyenye, are you there now? Grab your 5 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you very much for hosting. I greet all Biafrans, all he Biafra, almost he Biafra. This topic, I'm in love with the topic. The topic that says money is our weapon. Your sacrifice secures Biafra destiny. Wow. Follow Biafrans, wonderful people of Biafrans. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending where you are streaming from or where you are watching from. You see, by now we are not supposed to be preached for we to know what is good and what is right. Freedom is not given, freedom is taken. If you think that you can, or anybody will hand over your freedom to you, that means you are lying to yourself. There is this adage that our people used to say. They said, the soup was sweet, or let me speak it in Igbo. Ofe de mano we go buruya. That is the soup that is sweet. It is money that makes that soup to be sweet. All of us have known, we have known that the only lifeline that we have is our Biafra Defense Forces. The only reason why we have not been annihilated, the only reason why when the terrorists are coming, they will be looking their back, they will be looking their front. They don't know what will befall them. It was because of our Biafra Defense Forces. Do you know that when the terrorists are coming, knowing fully well that the same blood that they are wasting run also in their blood, they don't know what will become or what will befall them. That has not been allowing Nigeria to carry out the atrocity that they want to commit in our land the way they wanted to do it. It's just like when you come to a family and there is a man who is a well-to-do man, a man who is standing in a family as an Iroko tree, that man will be protecting that family. That man will not be allowing Dick and Harry to come and insult that family. That is what Biafra Liberation Army stands in Biafra land. It doesn't matter if you believe it. It doesn't matter if you dispute it. The fact remains that if what Nigeria is doing in Benue State, that they have considered they have not considered them as a threat, yet look at what they are doing to Benue people. Sorry, look at the way they are killing Benue as if they are killing flies. Now compare it to the cause of Biafra, that right from the origin, right from day one, they have seen us as a threat. They have seen us as the people who are an obstacle, the people who are stopping them from actualizing this their jihad. You can imagine what Nigeria and their terrorist soldiers would have been doing in our land today, if not for Biafra Defense Forces. If you are out there and you have the capacity to support Biafra Defense Forces and you are not doing it, shame unto you. You know, one thing I always tell people is that thing that you escape to do is still waiting for you. If you think that is not in your possession to support your BDF, to support your own freedom, what about if Fulani happens to you? What about if Fulani kidnap that your loved person, that somebody you love so much? Are you not going to spend money for ransom? So for we not to pay money for ransom, for we to run away from Fulani terrorists, we must support our Biafra Defense Forces. So today is Saturday. We are calling on all Biafrans to everybody to come. Come, let us go and worship Chukwuka Biama in our worship center where we celebrate, or where we do the work of freedom, the work of humanity. We are inviting you to be there. When we talk about sacrifice, what are the sacrifices that you can tell your children unborn? What are the sacrifices that you will tell the generation that these are the sacrifices you made in the cause of freedom? Where will you be found? Will you be remembered as those who sabotaged this struggle? Will you be remembered as those who were in the media castigating or trying to bring down this struggle? Just like we have witnessed from this Adando Ocho. Just like we have witnessed with this Ajarere Van Van Van. I begin to see them fighting themselves. I say, yes, thank God that trap they have set, they have fallen into that pit that they have dug. They all come out to plan they wanted to plan to work against BRGIE. But God now turned it against them. They are now fighting themselves. Imagine Adadi Orama telling Bam 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 that he was this Ebe Kodike mentioned that Bam 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 was the one. Wow, you need to listen to this exposition. where Ebe Kodike mentioned that Bam 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 was among those who are supporting the killing in the land, in our land. That Bam 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 was even up to, was it yesterday or day before yesterday that she played that? That Bam 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 was the one that saying that Biafra will swallow our prime minister. Yet Bam 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 will come on his media playing as if he's the integrity personified. Curse be unto you that are working against this freedom. You will never go you will never go scot-free. You must pay the price. The price of killing our people. The price of sabotaging our leaders. You can never go unpunished. So if you are a Biafra and you are standing on the truth path, be sure that you are standing with honesty. Be sure that you contribute to what we are doing. So I want to use this opportunity to tell all Biafrans that please, everybody must endeavor to be in that fundraising today. One Ejema can do a lot of things. Two Ejema can do a lot of things. Five Ejema can do a lot of things. So we are encouraging every Biafrans. To those who are standing on the fence, there will be a penalty for you to stand on the fence up till now. Do not come tomorrow and say, Shebi, I have said it that if this Biafra come, they are going to fight themselves. We will not accept that language, because monkey cannot walk, bamboo will not come and eat. It is not possible. So I encourage every Biafrans to wake up. If you are standing on the fence, wake up from that fence and come to the reality. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to speak.
Thank you.
All must hail Biafra.
All must hail Biafra. Onye one of Biafra land. Thank you so much. Thank you, Biafrans. You see? Yeah, so those of you that are still sitting on the fence, remember that 3 million Biafrans died. 3 million. I will always say more than 5 million. And this was during the war. You know? And if you look at that number, it is more than the population of many countries today. It is more than the population of Finland. Yes, I'm using Finland because it is a poor country. Biafrans died from bombing, starvation, and a blockade that happened that time. So those of you that are saying, I don't have money to contribute, oh, international community should help us. Where was the international community then? Britain actively supported Nigeria with the weapons. Even the Soviet Union provided military aid to Nigeria. Only a few countries, like Tanzania and Ivory Coast and the rest, recognized Biafra. Because the lesson, when your survival is on the line, you cannot depend on others to save you. The international community will debate while you die. Because if you read the news today, I don't know how many of you have gone to news handle to see what is even playing out. Let me take us there before it is time for us to go for fundraising. Did you read the news headline, what the European Union has done? How they have provided £15 million to support the needs of internally displaced persons. And if you look at the places that they have supported, now listen. So that those of you that are saying, I don't have money, I cannot sacrifice myself. Let us wait, call on the international community to help us. They will never. Look at them. From the need that they've provided, listen to the states: Yobe, Adamawa, Kano, Sokoto, and Benue. Did you hear Biafra land? Did you hear? EU allocated £15 million exclusively for 5 northern states: Yobe, Adamawa, Benue, Kano, Sokoto, while completely ignoring the catastrophic situation in our region. This is not just an oversight. It is an act of selective humanity. That is what they did. Where are you, Biafrans? Oh, I love one Nigeria. I want to be a... Look at what they have done. Does it mean that the people are not displaced in Biafra land? That is the question I asked the man in the... Does it mean that people are not displaced in Biafra land? The answer is no. They claim that there is no internal displaced person in Biafra region. That is faulty. That is faulty. I remember 2 weeks ago, Shewun did the same thing in China's television. That is why the more reason I said, we in BRGIE media and all Biafrans, we must raise an alarm that they are killing our people as well. Because when Shewun listed the state 2 weeks ago, he never mentioned Biafra land. Because Musa have already painted the picture that, oh, there is an insecurity have been stabilized since they detained our PM. Now, EU is doing the same thing, replicating the same thing. Today, the news carried it. You see, the violence is creating a severe yet underreported displacement crisis in our land. People in our region are being displaced by extreme violence from the terrorist Fulani. But when money came, they forgot about our side. They forgot about our side. They abandoned Biafrans. And our people are there, not believing in the Biafran that we are even fighting for. Extrajudicial killing is going on. Homes have been burnt down by this Nigerian terrorist Fulani. But what happened today? Money came, £15 million for displaced people, only in the northern part, the same UK. You see what is happening? There is a lot of evidence of displacement in our territory. But what has happened? None of them have reported about our situation because it doesn't matter to them. They want to create a picture that everything is well in our region so that news headline will continue to propel that. What are you doing? Those of you that are waiting on international communities to help you. Thousands of people have been displaced from their homes. Many live in, makeshift camps. Nothing. When the money came, they forgot about it. So why would the EU make this decision? Why would they make this decision? I've been asking myself since morning. Because the EU decision is likely based on a combination of flawed logic and political cases. They have refused because there is this terrorist narrative, because I was just cracking my brain. Why on earth will they silence our region? They sideline our region. They don't want us to share in this money. Then we have IDP camps. There is hunger in our land. People are displaced, no homes. Their homes have been burnt. Because why? The Nigerian terrorist government have labeled us as terrorists. That's the reason. Because I was asking, what is the reason behind this? So the EU, to maintain a diplomatic relationship with the federal government terrorists of Nigeria, what did they do? They may be avoiding any action that could be seen as legitimizing our region. That is what they are doing. Even if that action is purely humanitarian. This is a violation of the principle of impartial aid, I will call it. The Nigerian government severely restricts access to Southeast for international agencies and journalists. You remember what happened in Yele News when they came to cover the region, a Biafra region, what was going on. They directed them on where to go and where not to go, which made their report to be biased. So the EU may claim it's too difficult to operate there because the area is the insecurity is too high, just to make sure the money does not get to our people. You see, difficulty is not an excuse for abandonment. It is a reason to demand access and shine light on the crisis. Where is our own share of that money, EU? Where is our own share? People are displaced in Biafra territory. The conflict in the northeast, Boko Haram, is the oldest and has a clearer terrorist label. But what is happening there? the Northwest have a severe banditry crisis. So the EU may be prioritizing that side based on outdated metrics. Yes. And visibility. Effectively punishing the people of Biafra land. EU, for me, I have said it here without number, is a terrorist organization, whether people believe it or not. EU is there, and Dr. Choyoba has been detained almost getting to a year now. EU is there, and our PM has been sentenced to jail. None of them have said a word. None of them. And today we have seen. I was so down when I saw the news. I said, really? It is really, really playing out what they have done. So those of you that are saying, I don't have money, let's wait, the international community will help us. Look at what is happening. The recent allocation of 15 million pounds in aid, exclusively designated for international displaced persons in the 5 northern states. Adamawa, I'm reading it again, Benue, Kano, Sokoto. You see, this decision deliberately excludes the Biafra region, where widespread violence from both the non-state actors and the state security forces has resulted in thousands of deaths and displacements of tens of thousands of our people. Nobody is saying a word. Nigerian terrorist government collected it, and they will use this money to buy weapons and give to their terrorists, and then they will send it to Biafra land to come and kill our people. Because I know they have handed this money over to them. Yes. Fulani has never lived in a house before. They sleep in a hut, and their huts are not destroyed. Compared to us that we lived in a well-built structure. When they come, they set fire on it. So the money is another way of funding terrorism. Since the US has blocked the US aid, so they are now devising another means to bring money to fund terrorism. That is what is playing out here. Where are our people? I don't have money to support freedom. I don't have money. I want to know how the money is spent. You see? Let me just tell you people. If you can afford luxury cars, expensive clothes, and lavish lifestyle, while people are being killed, then your priorities are very, very wrong. Because what we are talking about here is not about charity. We are talking about sending money, funding your freedom and your liberation. Look at what is happening. Nigeria have devised another means to collect money and buy weapons. They have now channeled it for, what do they give the title? For displaced people. Displaced camp. Displaced people in the northern part of Nigeria. They forgot about us. 15 million pounds is not a my amount of money. It's not a my. This time is the time that we need to buckle up. Time is not on our side anymore, because climate change is destabilizing the entire region. In 20 years' time, much of this Nigeria might be, annihilated, uninhabitable, if at all they will even exist in 20 years to come. Because by 2030, we were told that there will be nothing like Nigeria again. So if we don't do what we are supposed to do right now to get our recognition on time, our name will be sorry. Our name will be sorry. If you don't have your own state by then, even before then, where will you go? I said it when I started this space. Where will you go? Look at the tumult everywhere in the world. Don't be so proud that you have US passport, UK passport and all, Canadian passport and all. When it happens, where will you go? Because we have so many big number of Biafrans in diaspora. I made little calculation when I started this space. If each family can even contribute $20 every month, I did not even say week, I was even calculating based on monthly contribution, how much more weekly contribution, the amount of money we will raise annually. International community will not fund our freedom for us. They will not. And also remember that their attention span are very, very short. Today, they might care about you or suffering. Tomorrow, there will be a new crisis somewhere else, and they will turn your back against you. So the question that they ask, do you have an army? Is very, very deep. Our APM said, make some noise. Make noise. That we have to be very, very serious because he knows time is not on our side. We need to grab it now. We need to grab it now, my people. According to our MID, we are not doing a pere-pere. We need to grab it now. Now is the time for us to grab our freedom. And the only way is by investing in our IOU. If you give us 10,000 a gemma, you are going to get 20,000 a gemma. If you give us 5,000 a gemma, you will get 10,000 a gemma. We have the resources. That is why we are so sure and convinced in what we are telling you. Even if it is 1 week we get our sovereignty, we have the resources to pay back that money to you. Double the amount. So why are you scared? The resources that Nigeria is stealing from us, it belongs to us. All the resources that they are using to brag in the foreign country, it belongs to us. It is our resources. So we are the owner of the land. The resources belong to us. So if we tell you, we'll give you 100% of any amount you've given to us in IOU, know that we are sure of what we are saying. We mean it. And we know it is something that is, that will be actively done. I think I saw somebody's hand here. Okay, 1 million. You want to say something?
Please, before 1 million go, I want to ask you one question. This if I want to write a message, it doesn't take the message. It have some limited message it takes. Is there anything I can do in order to, if I want my message to be longer, like when you are hosting stage now, there is some words you will write, it will no longer contain again.
Sorry, please ask again. Remove the ear. Are you putting on earpod?
No, I'm not putting on.
Okay. Sorry, I did not hear you. Can you ask again?
I said if I want to go, it doesn't contain rights.
Where?
What do I do?
Your speech is not coming out clearly. Dress back a little bit from your mic. It's like your mouth is very close to your mic. Mouthpiece, please, okay?
Can you hear me clearly? Can you hear me clearly?
At least I can manage this one.
Okay. My Twitter.
Tutor, mute yourself. Okay.
Is there anything I can do?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead now, Mazoni. Go ahead now.
Okay. I'm asking in my Twitter handle, is there anything I can do if I'm trying to post? It doesn't contain my write-up. It just if I write a little thing, it will no longer contain. But I'm seeing other people, they can write any long message. Is there anything I can do in order to extend it? I don't know what is happening. Is it a restriction or what? I don't understand. That's why I wanted to ask.
Okay, I think you are in the basic plan. Those that have unlimited space to type are those that have this blue tick and their accounts have been verified. Yeah. So, except you will upgrade your plan. Yeah. Is it clear now? Did you get the answer?
Yeah, okay, that is.
Yeah, that is the reason.
Oh, but I not verified long item. I don't know why it's like that.
Yeah, your account is not verified. That is the more reason that you have restricted number of words. Yeah, when you are making a comment. So if your account is verified with this blue tick, you will not have such a problem. Yeah. So as I was saying, because some people may now say, oh, I don't have extra money.
Allow me to talk now. I think it's my turn.
Hey, sorry.
Now, wow.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah, you're the one wanted to
We have
ask
just
me.
5 minutes left. Sorry, my brother. Go ahead.
Because for you go reach my turn now, you go tell me say the time. Okay. Our information minister go send message. Sorry, my host. Anyway, so I know you never knew. Maybe you just felt that there's nobody to, so you just wanted to fill the gap. But I know that you have already said it all, so I just needed to come in as well because of what you just said now about article because of what you just said now. So the thought just struck my mind though, and when we say Nigeria is a terrorist state, and it seems like to those they are Fulani Janjaweed cows that they normally control without brain. Anywhere they hit the stick, they follow. They don't have brain to put one or two together. Okay, now see, we are just talking about the USA that was stopped. We all know what and how everything came about before it stopped. How they traced the funds that was coming from US aid, to the hands of terrorists in Nigeria, being funded by and the Nigerian government. And now that one now has been blocked, and so many ways has been blocked as well from them. From getting even like maybe officially the way they normally go and demand ammunitions from America, because all these ammunitions, all these bullets, all these guns, all these things that these people, almost tanks and fighter jet and everything, these people have been and they have been buying and bringing to Nigeria. Are they giving accountable of all these things? No, those ones they are buying officially, like the ones they bought from America the other day. They bought bomb, they bought jet, they bought all these things. Now, ask me, how many terrorists have Nigeria apprehended today? How many innocent civilians that these terrorists invaded their homes that they have maybe with the help of those ammunition, those instruments, that from since 1967. If not that these people know what they are doing, since for so long, all these weapons, Nigeria does not produce guns. They does not even produce actually, wow, like even the bullets. Even if they produce, can any international, can Ghana buy it? If Nigeria even produce gun, can Ghana buy it? If they will not buy it, because everything is they are evil. So all these things that they have been getting from all these places, what have they achieved with it? The reason why it seems like all those crises, all those things has been still be going on, is because they have not succeeded in penetrating the main target, and which is Biafra land. But before they never knew that it's not as if they didn't know, but they thought that they have already conquered us before. This was their thought. These evil people, these evil terrorists, even including British government, they thought that they have already conquered us, because they think that they think that calling us 5 states, they thought that we are more than 40 states. We are more than 40 states today. You see, these are the kind of things these people has succeeded in infiltrating us for a very long time. I don't know if you are getting me, because you see, Nigeria, when we say Nigeria is a terrorist state, the world supposed to understand now. Now, when you talk about now that fund was stopped. Now, they don't have any other official way, Now they have to come up now with this latest one, saying that they are funding. I don't know how many billion pounds that you just mentioned now, because I'm just hearing this one. So that they are going to use it to do what for I don't know what this money, this one now that they have said it, that one is okay. They have come out and said it officially. That is for that money to be released. Once that money is being released, what they are going to use that money to do is to continue to use it to build more tunnels. You see, when Hamas started their own, I think everybody thought it was a joke. They never knew I think we are here now telling you people, let us do the needful now. All of you are playing. Very soon, even me, I will not be surprised if Nigeria terrorist government and these British people come out today and say, today now, because of what I have seen and because of what we are seeing and because of this delay, if we delay more further and these people just wake up and tell us, say, okay, now you can go. My brother, my sister, we will make sure that we excavate. You see our land. We will make sure we excavate everywhere from A to Z before somebody like me will say I want to come and before I will ask my people to come. That is the truth, because these people that can do anything possible can kidnap a whole British citizen from Kenya to Nigeria for 5 years. The whole world keep quiet as if nothing happened. British citizen, let a dog, just a cat, just go and try kidnap a cat, not kill you. You will not kill it. Kidnap a cat and try to take a British cat and try to take it cross airport. And in fact, the whole world, BBC did not carry it under 2 seconds. Come here, bastard. Now, human being, because this prophet has told you this prophet has told you these things that is happening to you today. The reason why you went and kidnap him now is look at Britain, look at the street. Millions are storming the street because your government are evil. Your government are evil. These people, they are not even for your interest. That is the reason why this Islamic agenda, they support terrorists everywhere, Hamas, to support evil things everywhere, because they think that the citizens will not revolt. Look at the way Arab people are taking over your land, and you cannot do anything. Is it not shameful? And you want to tell me that you have a government? Your own fellow citizen has been kidnapped for good 5 years, but your government has been silent about it. Even when the matter went to court, what did they do? They put it under the carpet, and they think that it shall be well with them. If we will visit each and every one of you one by one. Thank you very much. Let me hold it here.
Thank you so much, 1 million. Thank you. Yeah, we've extended our time a little. We'll soon wrap up so that we go and join the fundraising. Yeah, it is a euro. Sorry, I made a mistake to call pounds. Let me just read just the headline. The European Union has provided 15 million euros to support the needs of internally displaced persons and deliver protection, assistance, and durable solutions. Listen to the state: Yobe, Adamawa, Kano, Sokoto, and Benue. Now, the EU ambassador to Nigeria and ECOWAS ambassador Goitia Miknot announced this in Abuja at the launch of the EU support for internally displaced persons in the state I've already mentioned.
Institutors, I'm just hearing this news again very well. So, okay, it is their hey. So EU, you are bringing out these millions of pounds. And Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is in the dungeon that was kidnapped, a British citizen.
Euros, not pounds, euros.
Even though it is euros, you are giving this money to a terrorist government. This is a strategy. This is a plan. This is a strategy, and this is a plan of supporting Nigerian terrorist state to continue the evil that they are doing in our land. My people, make gonna come out, come carry Michael. If all of you now don't get there now, all these things will just sweep and pass.
There was no time. I wanted to really dwell on this, but we don't have time. Yeah, maybe if God will, maybe next week or maybe tomorrow if I have time. Yeah, I wanted to really dwell on so that my people will see the need to come out and fund for their freedom, because no one is coming to help us. Look at the amount of money that they have given to the terrorists to buy more weapons. 15 million euros. It was yesterday. 15 million euros have been given to them, and they're saying that these people cannot go back to their homes, and we have to provide for them, blah blah blah. It is lengthy anyway, so we have to go so that the information minister will not be angry with us.
How many barrels of oil have they stolen from Biafra land? Mazi Toti, please go ahead.
Don't worry, I will keep it. Maybe next week, by the grace of God, we can deliberate on it. It's because we don't have time today. I really wanted to talk on this thing so that people will see the need to come up and fund their freedom, because nobody cares for you. Look at all the states that they mentioned, as if we don't have internal displaced persons camp in our place. We have, but they looked at Adamawa, Yobe, Kano, Sokoto, and Benue. They forgot about Biafra land, that they are burning our houses. We also have IDP camps there. But you see, we are on our own until we come together and unified and fund our freedom so that we can get our nation and leave these people. These people are supporting terrorism. They've devised another means now to raise funds, because all other funding have been stopped. All other aids from US and other countries have been stopped. So European Union now have come together because they support terrorism. That is what they have done. They have raised this money to push it to Nigeria, to continue to buy weapons, send the armies, their terrorist military in army uniform to come to our land and kill us. Anyway, thank you so much, everyone that turned up for this space. At least we'll be able to achieve something in a few hours. Thank you, my co-hosts, Toti and Stanley. You guys were amazing today. Thank you, 1 million. Thank you, all of us in the comments, in the listening section today. I know because of lack of time, so many people did not speak up. Onyenye, thank you for permission. So as we have gathered here, let us just move like that straight to our fundraising. Please, my people, you see what is happening? If we have this kind of millions, do you know where we will reach today? But we have more than this. If we are unified, we can raise more than this money. Yes, it is possible. So we can do more than this and then save our land from the hands of these terrorists that come to kill us. Thank you so much. See you in the fundraising. I love you.